number 8. Ready? So as you can see, it's the class 8.2. So we're going to be continuing with the second part of the class that we saw on Monday. Ready? So we're going to be working on the second part of, do you remember the topic of the class on Monday? Do you remember the name of that topic?
Voz pasiva.
Voz pasiva, or what we call as passive voice, right?
Voice.
So in that case, guys, we're going to continue with that. Going a little bit deeper into the subject, but it's going to be something easy for you because if you understood the topic on Monday, today it's not going to be a problem. It's going to be super easy. Ready? Well, I'm going to start the class with some questions. Remember that this is going to be about opinion. It's not for fighting. It's just like perception. I'm going to be asking some questions from you. Ready? Question number 1. Andres, could you please help me to read the question number 1, my friend?
Where is the best vanilla from?
Here in Colombia, where is the best panela from? What is the region that produces the best panela?
Cali. Valle del
Okay,
Cauca.
I don't know, like Cauca? Okay, they would say
Villeta?
Villeta is famous for that also. Okay, very good. No sé. Any other? No? Bueno, Cauca because it has the sugar processor, right? Yes, like and Villeta, I don't know why, but it also has like sugar cane.
Yeah, okay, fundación or foundation the sugar and panela is Cauca.
Okay, very good. It's in Cauca. Good. But Villeta is also famous here in Cundinamarca. Villeta is very famous for the panela too. Hannah.
Yeah.
Bueno, no sé bien cómo se dice en inglés, pero en Boyacá, en una vez, how do you say una vez, teacher?
Once.
Once, o sea, ahí vi cómo hacían la panela. Entonces, en Boyacá, por esos
Okay.
pueblitos.
Yeah, very good, Blair. Okay, good. So in Boyacá, in Villeta, also it's close to. Yeah, so, well, in that case, ¿cómo dirías eso, Joey? ¿Cómo se hizo cómo hacían la panera? Eso lo puedes decir, don't worry. I saw in the past, no, because it was in the past.
No.
I saw how they did, or they made, maybe, panela, no? Very good, that's it. Muy bien, excellent. Question number 2, Hannah. Tell me to read, my dear.
In Tolima.
But read the question.
Where is the best lechona from?
Good, of course. Everybody knows that it's the lechona from Tolima, of course. Muy bien,
Yes.
excellent. Yeah, easy.
Incluso also
Llanos
in
orientales.
Girardot.
In
Also,
Girardot, okay.
or llanos orientales también
No,
es.
pero
Is that so? Paula, tell me.
La del Huila también es muy rica.
Okay, in Tolima, in Huila, that it's close to. Muy bien, excellent. That's great. Very good. Guys, what is the question number 3, my dear Paula Porras.
Where is the best bocadillo from?
Where is the best bocadillo from?
The best bocadillo is from Vélez.
Everybody
or
knows the
Mentira.
bocadillo veleños, you know, right? Like Vélez, Santander. Muy bien. Very good. Any other? Any other that you know that it's famous? Anybody?
Bocadillo de guayaba, ¿puede ser uno?
Yeah, but where is it from?
Beleño.
El beleño es el más normal, so the one from Vélez,
Eso es.
Santander. Exactly, muy bien, very good, excellent. Okay.
El tema del bocadillo siempre ha estado a los lados de los Santanderes y todo eso
Yeah,
por allá.
exactly, like all of that, like the guayaba sweet, no, like guayaba dessert.
Yeah.
Okay, Álvaro, now you are from Barranquilla, and I don't know how is the sancocho in the coast, but
Yeah.
Read the question number 4. Question number 4, brother.
Where is the best sancocho from?
What do you think?
No, o sea, es que tiene tantos lugares.
But the best. I know that there are many different sancochos.
The best in Costa.
In the coast.
In the costa.
Yeah.
The coast.
Okay, so like in Cartagena, in Bolivia, okay.
Yeah, the coast in general, yeah.
Okay, muy bien, very good. So the coast in general. Anybody else like said like no, sancocho en tal lado.
Antioquia.
Andres,
De
where?
Antioquia.
In Antioquia. Okay, very good. Paula
B sancocho is from Boyacá.
is from Boyacá, maybe it's sancocho boyacense. Okay, very good. Entonces, muy bien. In that case, the same, very good. So you are telling me places where these dishes are typical and they are very famous. Good, excellent. Ready? Guys, question number 5, changing a little bit about the topic of the food. We're going to change a little bit. The question is very simple. Where is English, like, you know, the English language? Well, here it's not necessarily where is English from? Like the language, where is the English language from?
De Europe.
England.
Okay, England. England is one country also. Any other country?
United States.
USA, of course. USA, it's another country. Very good, thanks. Any other country?
Canadá.
Canada, very good. Okay, Canada. Any other country?
Australia.
Australia, I was expecting for that. Good. Australia, also Sierra Leone, some countries in Africa, no? So the official language is English. Muy bien, very good. And question number 6, guys, where is the Polish from? I mean, the Polish language. You know, where is Polish from? The Polish language. In what country is that the language?
Polonia.
Poland, very good, excellent. So the country of Poland, ready? Which is Polonia, very good. Polaco, it's of course from Poland, right? So guys, in this case, all of these questions were directed for you to tell me a place. Of course, that's why all of the questions were with where, yeah? Where is the best lechona from? Where is the best bocadillo from? Right? Now I have a question. Who does those activities? Who does those activities? Who is the person who produces the bocadillo? Who is the person who cooks the sancocho? Who is the person who produces the panela? Isn't a specific person? Who is the person who speaks Polish in Poland? Is that a specific person or not?
Not
Anybody knows the name of the person?
everybody.
Yeah, any idea? What is the person that does that?
Any person.
Any person, anyone, right? So it's
Yeah.
not a specific person. When I
Mhm.
say in Villeta, who produces the panela? A lot of people, I don't know. In Tolima, who makes lechona? A lot of people, I don't know. In Bocadillo. In Vélez, who cooks or who prepares the bocadillo? A lot of people. In Poland, who speaks Polish? Everybody. In England, who speaks English? Everybody, right? So in that case, the subject of the sentence, it's an incognita, it's not clear. Or maybe it's not important, but it's like obvious who is that subject. So it's going to be like not necessary to mention it because it's pretty obvious or because it's not clear, right? What happens when we don't have a subject clear? What do we have to use when the subject is not clear? What do we have to use when the subject is not clear? No, remember? Okay, let's open the super web page. Andres, my friend, could you please help me to read the sentence that is right here, this sentence?
Okay. The passive voice is used when we do not know the subject, how made
Who?
made the action, or also when the action is more important than the subject who does it. That is
Why?
why we have to start with the objects of the sentence.
Good. So I repeat the question. What happened when the subject is not clear? What do I have to do?
Mm,
We use the passive voice.
We use the passive voice. Paula, thanks a lot. So in that case, when the subject of a sentence is not clear or is not important, but in all of these cases, it's because it's not really clear, it's not a specific person, it's better to use the passive voice. Of course, I can simply say that, like, people in Villeta, for example, people in, oh my God, in Villeta prepare, or let's say make, make the best panela, right? I can say that. Okay, people in Villeta
Teacher,
make the
excuse
best
me.
panela. Yeah.
Teacher, excuse me, ¿no podrás compartir nuevamente el link de la
Ay, no lo
página?
guardaron, muy
Sí,
bonito,
no,
no lo
yo
guardaron.
que pensé que había guardado y ahora estoy mirando y no lo
Wait,
guardé. Yo ya
I'm
pues.
putting it here into the chat. Wait a second.
Thank you, teacher.
No problem, no. Bueno, very good. So, well, I can say, for example, people in Villeta make the best panela. That's it. But it's kind of obvious that it's the people. Of course, I don't think that it's a dog or a cow that the animals are going to prepare the panela. No, it's the people. So this is kind of obvious. It's not necessary to mention that it's the people. It's better to change the structure and do it in passive voice. Changing, remember that when we have the passive voice, it's necessary to start with the object of the sentence, right? In this case, for example, when I say that the people in Villeta make the best panela, what is the object?
The people.
No, that is the subject.
Okay.
Panela.
Panela. Well, in this case, complete the best panela. That's the complement. It's gonna be the object, right? So in that case, we can start the sentence in passive voice using the object. So we said the best panela. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Okay, now. So the best panela, that's the first part, which is the object, right? And then remember that I'm going to make a combination between two different verbs. The first one in the passive voice is the verb to be, and the second one is the verb in past participle. The verb to be depends on the time or on the tense that we have on the original sentence. And then I am going to have the same verb, but in passive voice. So I'm going to say that the best panela, this is present, so the verb to be is in present. The best panela is what? Is made, because it's the same verb, but in past participle. And in this case, the best panela is made. I can, or I should include the place because it's more important, the place. So I'm saying that the best panela is made in Villeta. And that sentence is going to have much more sense. It's going to make much more sense than the previous one, because in the previous one, it's not necessary to say people. It was not necessary. So now that it's an action that it's very typical in a place, it's better to express it with the passive voice, right? So I'm saying that the best panela is made in Villeta. Well, but it's important to notice that the sugar cane is, well, is produced, but in another place, no? Where is that produced? The sugar cane. Sugar cane is caña de azúcar, no? So where is that produced?
In Cali.
In Cali, or in Cauca, right? So in that case, exactly, in Cauca Valley. Or in Valle del Cauca, if you want to maintain the name, the same name, right? So the same, instead of saying that people in Valle del Cauca produce the sugar cane, it's better to use the passive voice and give more emphasis to the product. What is the product? Well, of course, the object, in this case, is the sugar cane, the best panela, the best sancocho, the best bocadillo, right? For example, Paula told us that she considers, right? She considers that a good lechona, maybe not the best one, but a good lechona, right, is produced or is made or is cooked. ¿Dónde? In Huila, no? So it's cooked in Huila also, not only in Tolima, but a good lechona is cooked also in Huila, right? Or, for example, Alvaro considers that the best sancocho is prepared in the coast. Somebody considers that the best sancocho is prepared in Boyacá, right? So in that case, it's super simple. It's just changing the object. Ya saben cómo lo hacemos. Changing the object. Wait a second. Here. Changing the object to the front. Yeah, the object of the sentence. Put it first. Including the verb to be in the corresponding tense, en el tiempo correspondiente, and then putting that verb in past participle form. And then the complement. Can be the subject, or in this case, it's better to include the place. It's more important to mention the place and not so much the subject, because the subject is people. So it's not necessary, but it's better to include in and the place. In Villeta, in Boyacá, in Barranquilla, in whatever. Ready? It's gonna be also passive voice, but for a different use, no? Because the last time we saw passive voice for talking about historical actions, for talking about inventions, for talking about paintings, for talking about books, right? In this time, we're gonna be doing something different, right? We're gonna use it for something completely different, but it's the same passive voice, just that it's going to have another different things, no? For example, here the question was, where is the English from? You told me, okay, it's from England, USA, Canada, and Australia. But the question is, who speaks English? But everybody in those countries. So instead of saying, people speak English in Australia, Canada, United States, and England, it's better to use, how could you put that into the passive voice? How could you put that expression into the passive voice? The active voice is the people in England, USA, Canada, and Australia speak English. But I can change it, no? It's better to do it on the other way. So how would you do that? Come on, you can do it. Any ideas? Instead of saying people in speak English. That's active voice. So how would it be into the passive voice?
The people in USA speak English, pero, o sea,
That is active
okay.
voice. It is active voice. That's the normal
okay.
one.
Okay.
So, Paula?
People are speak English.
No.
Uh,
Remember that?
Speaking English.
No.
No, speak
Because
English.
Careful.
people
No, yeah.
spoke
English. Oh, ya, sé
Wait,
cómo, ya me acordé.
entonces, first, changing the object to the front. Entonces, English.
English. Speaking.
Entonces, English is only one. English is only one. It's singular, Paul.
Okay.
Is very good because English is only one.
Is
Pero pensé que no
speaking.
sería plural. No sería plural. Ah,
Porque
perdón, es que es
English
English. No, perdón.
Exactly, yes. So, English is ¿qué? Pilas, past participle, Alvarito. No ing, past participle. Spoken. Recuerden que es speak, spoke, spoken en past participle, ¿ready? Entonces, English is spoken. ¿Dónde? Ahora sí. In England, USA, Australia, and Canada. O puedes decir también for many people, obviamente, for millions of people. Yes, el complemento pues es un poco más libre. Acá, digamos, puedo incluir en dónde o por quién. Obviamente, doesn't matter, pero pilas. Es importante que empiecen cambiando el objeto al principio, porque el objeto es el que, al que le voy a dar la relevancia. Entonces ya no me importa que sea people, yo sé que es people. Obviamente, los perros no hablan inglés. Entonces yo sé que es people, no es necesario. Lo que le voy a dar relevancia es al objeto, en este caso al lenguaje. En el caso anterior, a la comida, al producto, ¿cierto? En este caso, al idioma. Entonces, English, combination verb to be, verb in past participle, no ing, past participle, is spoken, and then the complement, right? What about with this one? ¿Qué pasa con este? With Polish. Question.
Polish spoken
Andrés.
Polish is
Andrés.
spoken in Polonia.
Polish is spoken in ¿dónde?
In Polonia.
Look at the name.
Poland.
In
Sorry.
Poland. Muy bien, very good. So Polish is spoken in Poland. Ready? Good. Entonces, the combination is verb to be and verb in ing. Y verb in past participle. Ready? En este caso es verb to be in present. ¿Por qué? They are actions that happen every single day. ¿Cuándo producen panela en billeta? Every single day. ¿Cuándo cocinan lechón? Every single day. ¿Cuándo hablan inglés en inglés? Every single day. ¿Cuándo hablan? Every single day. So that's why the verb to be is in present. No, because they are actions, or those are actions that happen every single day. So the structure is going to be super easy, as you know. It's going to be, wait a second, over here. It's going to have is or are, and then the verb in past participle, right? So it's simply just including the object, English, or de sancocho, or whatever, is or are, dependiendo si es singular o plural, ¿cierto? Si fuera people, claro, people es plural, pero el objeto es el que me va a decir si es singular o plural. En este caso, English is just one. English is, and then the verb in past participle, and then the complement. Ready? It's super, 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 super simple. Ready? ¿Cómo vamos hasta ahí? Diana, cuéntame.
Teacher, una pregunta. Cuando estabas haciendo el ejemplo ahorita con el complemento de la oración que decías every single day, ¿cómo se escribiría ese single?
Ah,
¿Y cómo
every
se traduciría esa frase?
single day. Como cada día, todos los días, every single day. Cada uno de los días, right? So,
Ah, ok, gracias.
es como un énfasis, es similar a decir every day, pero un poquito más enfático, como todos los días. Like that.
Ok,
¿Sí?
sin falta.
Exactly like that. ¿Listo? Entonces, that's why the verb to be is going to be in present. Yeah, that's the reason why. ¿Listo? Any other question, guys? Difficulties, problems, anything?
En los tiempos lo que va a
No,
cambiar,
teacher.
dependiendo del tiempo verbal, lo que va a cambiar es como el verbo to be.
Sí, señor, exactamente. La vez pasada de las clases, we saw the verb to be in past, and we saw exactly that the change is exactly that, the verb to be. For example, if it's past, the verb to be is in past. Was, were, and the verb in past participle. If it's present, the verb to be is in present. Is, are, and the verb in past participle. If it's present continuous, is being or are being, that's the present continuous of the verb to be, and then the verb in past participle. Entonces,
El verbo
exactamente como lo dice Andrés,
en
Andrés,
participio.
siempre el verbo que va después va a ir en past participle, siempre, siempre. Mira, entonces siempre dice, include the verb to be in the corresponding tense, o sea, él es el que va a recibir el tiempo. And then the verb, siempre, siempre en past participle, ¿vale? ¿Listo? Ready? Any other question, any other doubt, anything? All good, all fine? No problem?
Oh, fine.
All good, very good.
Teacher, 13 grados donde usted está, qué rica temperatura.
Sí, yes. In my studio, it's good, but outside, it's fucking cold. But in my studio, it's yes. Okay, guys. So the last time we saw, as I told you, all the different uses with the simple past. No, we saw, for example, that Amazon was founded by Jeff Bezos, all with verb to be in past was founded. And we talk about companies and the movies. Titanic was directed by James Cameron, and the Avengers movies were supervised by Stan Lee. And the national anthem was composed by Oreste and written by Rafael Núñez. Sí, Rafael Núñez, yes.
Yeah, Rafael
Rafael
Núñez.
Núñez, and Wolverine was performed by Hugh Jackman y no sé qué. All in past, ¿cierto? Now, today, as I told you, of course, we're talking about things that happen every single day. So the tense is going to change, right? Today, when we talk about the things that happen every single day, we have different uses of that. For example, one of the most common, the language. Spanish, English, French, Italian, Chinese, Mandarin, Polish, Japanese, Portuguese, blah, 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 blah. Of
Spanish.
course, in that case, we're going to use the verb spoken. Ready? To mention what is the language spoken in a place. The Spanish is spoken in Colombia. The Spanish is spoken in all South America except for Brazil. The French is spoken in Canada and France, for example. No? So using the verb spoken for the language. ¿Cuándo pasa? Every single day. That's why we use present simple, right? We have other different verbs depending the topic that we're going to talk. For example, when we mention the economy, we mention products. Like, like different kinds of products, technological products, all different kinds of products, which can be, for example, sold. They can be, for example, bought. They can be, for example, exported, or what is the opposite of exported?
Exportar.
Imported, of course,
Import.
right? They can be, for example, produced. They can be, for example, like bargained. Bargain, it means like negociado, no? Like, when they say like, no, but give me a better price, and you say like, no, that's the price. So like when you do business with a product, no, bargain, ready? If it's a technological product, well, it can be also developed in the present, no? Developed. It can be, for example, created, yeah? It can be, for example, manufactured. Yes, produce also, yeah, different things. When we talk about money, well, it can be, for example, used, like, for example, the Colombian peso is only used in Colombia, right? But the dollar is used in a lot of places in the world. The euro is used in the European Union, right? So when we talk about money. Industry, well, we can have also, for example, manufacture. We can have, for example, assembled. We can have, for example, design, maybe. Any other that you can imagine? Any other verb with that industry? Transported, maybe. Yeah. Like when we talk about the ferries, transported, right? When we talk about agricultural products, like they have to do something more with the field, no? With the countryside. We can talk about, for example, grown. What's the meaning of grown, guys?
Como crecer, como
Like when we say like cosechados, no? Like ya cultivados, right? So we could talk about harvested, which is like cosechados, that's it. We can also talk about, what is the other one? Cultivated, like, of course. Yes. When we talk about animals, maybe we can talk about raised, like, for example, the cattle. Do you know what is the meaning of cattle? What is that, cattle?
Ganado.
Exactly, Andres. So the cattle is raised. Yeah.
Ganado, no, ganado.
Yes, ganado, exactly. Like the cows, the horse, the bull, right? Yes, so that's cattle. So in that case, the cattle is raised. Yes. What other can be produced also? Sold, bargain, exported, ta 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 ta. And also when we mention some specific facts of some specific information about the country. For example, say sports, yeah? It's, for example, played, is, for example, watched, is, for example, practiced. Things that happen every single day. Remember, practice, played, watched, I don't know what other, loved, consume. Consume could be also with the agricultural products or with the economy, no? So in that case, we're going to have the passive voice for talking about something completely different. Yes, nothing about historical actions, nothing about books. No, it's going to be for something completely different, right? Also, for example, here, I can talk about problems of the city. Yeah, for example, the pollution. Yeah, the pollution is produced by every single person in a city. Everybody produces pollution in a certain way, right? So I can say, for example, that the pollution is produced, and I can say by the cars. It's a possibility, right? the pollution is produced by the public transportation, by the Transmilenio, no sé, something like that, right? So also things that happen every single day in our cities. Ready? ¿Cómo van a estar con el vocabulario? Fine, good, no problem.
Good.
All fine.
Fine,
Muy
fine,
bien.
fine.
Very good. Listo. Entonces, I repeat the same question that I did at the beginning. Where is, well, also here, of course, we can have questions with the, with the passive voice, right? Wait a second here. For example, where, instead of saying, where is the lechona from? I can say, where is lechona produced? Por ahí se activa un microfonito, careful. Where is lechona produced? Where is lechona produced?
Ibagué.
Complete.
Okay.
Tolima,
Lechona, all complete.
they produce
Produce.
Lechona, ¿qué, perdón?
lechona is produced
Produced.
in Tolima,
Lima, Ibagué, tititi,
Ibagué,
tititi.
Huila.
Very good.
Pero es
Ready?
lo que es Tolima, Huila y creo que parte de le dicen que el Tolima grande. Entonces toda esa región
Exactly.
prácticamente es de lechona.
Exactly like that. Very good. Guys, where in Colombia, of course, where in Colombia is cattle raised? Especially, I mean, cattle is raised in all Colombia, but especially where is the cattle raised?
De,
Luis.
¿qué? De Cattle
Cattle,
Y-
cattle.
Carol is raised in los llanos, puede ser.
Yes, exactly. In Llanos Orientales, for example, in Monteria also, they are a lot of cattle farms, no? So, good.
Y de son, de cattle, the cattle son is Cesar, Magdalena, Cesar, Montería, Córdoba, todo eso.
That's good, exactly. In la costa, the cattle zone or the cattle
En el
area
caso,
or the
ajá.
cattle region is the Cesar, ta, 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 ta. Yes, good. Muy bien. Guys, what about the plantain? Where is plantain grown? Where is the plantain grown?
In Boyacá. The plantain
Is
ground
that?
in Boyacá.
¿Verdad? Really?
Ground.
O sea,
No.
it's correct. No sé, in Boyacá, seriously?
Sí, en Boyacá. The
Que
plantain.
sí, él se da en lugares cálidos, ¿no? Como
No,
fríos.
As far as I know.
For example,
is
in
Magdalena,
Huila.
es
¿Qué es grown?
planting, produce, donde
Grown.
o sea, de donde
Donde se
o sea,
cosecha.
cosecha, sí, como
Yes,
cosecha
exactly.
el
Where
plátano, en la zona bananera siempre es Magdalena,
in the Urabá antioqueño, ¿no?
Urabá.
It's exactly
pequeño
good.
también,
This
toda esa
plantain
zona,
is grown in Urabá around the Magdalena River. Very good.
Magdalena, sí,
Excellent.
ya.
Yes, muy bien. Good. Yeah. Guys, also question, where is, my God. I forgot how do you write that? Acai? Have you seen the acai? Where is the acai found? Especially. Do you know what is that? The acai? It's like a fruit.
Ujú.
Where is that fruit found?
Okay.
Any idea? Bueno, les doy la respuesta. In the Amazon region,
Hay
no? Like,
café.
sorry?
In the Amazon. Hay café.
In the Amazon, right? So in like the part of the Amazon, Leticia, Brazil, also all of that part, right?
Y en Sudamérica,
Yeah, well, in South America, but especially, you know, like it is found
Principal is
in the Amazonic region.
Amazonia regions.
Exactly, in the Amazonic
The Amazonic
region.
region.
Region. Muy bien. Good,
Aquí,
excellent.
aquí
Ready?
dice Amazonic region of Brazil.
Yes, exactly. In Brazil, yeah, also, pues, as it's so close to Leticia, so they can bargain with the product. So you can also find some of that in the Amazon region of Colombia. That. Bueno, guys, so in that case, careful. Recommendation with the pronunciation of ed. Remember that the ed is going to sound only when the verb finishes in t. Ready? The ed has two different sounds, like ed, right? And like T or D, which is pretty similar, right? In that case, when the verb finish in T or D, it's going to sound like ED. When they have any other letter, whatever the letter is going to sound like D or T. For example, this is not produced, but produced. It's going to sound only like a T. Here, raised, no, it's just raised, only like a T. But if I say, for example, present, it finishing T, in that case, okay, in that case, it's going to sound as a it, right? So presented, right? When the verb finishing T or in D, then it's going to have the sound complete at the end, right? So
Okay, very nice.
presented, reported, or something like that. On the other cases, no, it's just raised, produced, exported, es así, imported, es así, porque terminante, right? Bueno, guys, entonces, look at the examples. Here we have, yes, it's the same, no? So the product is and the verb in past participle. The product is or are in the verb in past participle, right? So on is grown, is raised, is found, it's can be a regular verb or an irregular verb, like for example, found, like for example, ground. The important thing is that it's the verb to be plus the verb in past participle. Always, 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 that's gonna be the passive voice structure. ¿Listo? Hasta ahí, guys. Questions, problems, difficulties, ¿cómo van? All fine? All good? ¿Todo bien? No
All fine,
problems?
teacher.
All fine.
All
Listo,
fine.
perfecto. That's it. Listo. Entonces, guys, let's see if you have everything clear or not, right? Yeah. Guys, did you take a picture of all of the verbs? It's important to have all of these verbs because then you can see like all the possibilities that you have. Yeah. Did you have all the vocabulary? Can I erase it?
Thank-
Can I erase
All
it?
right,
Erase
teacher.
it. Yes. Good. Yes.
All right, yes, yeah.
That's it. Very good. Listo, my dear people. So, exercise. Oh, again, these ones are going to be different from the ones that we have the last time. No, these ones are going to be different. Here we have some languages. Here we have some products. Here we have some agricultural products and industrial products too. Ready? For example, the example, no? So the Quechua is a language, of course, is spoken in South America, especially in some parts of Peru and a little bit of Bolivia, right? So the Quechua is spoken in right? Because it's a language. So we have the verb spoke. Ready? Guys, one more time, find one of the options and tell me. You can find on the internet, you can ask Google, you can call your mommies, do whatever you want, but find the information about these products. Ready? Choose one and find the information about those products. What can you tell me about them?
Coffee is produced in Colombia.
Good. Especially in any region, in all Colombia?
Eh, I don't know, teacher.
Like
In Huila is produced.
Really? Is that so?
Yes.
Okay, good. I thought it was not from very hot climates, but okay, good. Well, so the coffee is produced in Colombia, in Huila, in Quindío, and so on, no? So, muy bien, very good, Pau. Excellent. Any other? Álvaro?
Guarani is originated Originated, yeah. Originated in Paraguay.
Good, very good. The Guarani is originated, and also it's spoken a little bit like it's a indigenous language. So also it's spoken too. So it's originated in Paraguay.
Paraguay.
Very
Paraguay.
good. Excellent, brother. Excellent. Anybody else? Any other of the
Apple is
products?
founded by Steve Jobs.
Apple what, sorry, my friend?
Apple is founded.
In this moment,
Yeah, yeah.
that's the past. Eso hace parte
Okay.
del pasado. Apple was founded. ¿Ya?
Ah,
En este caso, something different. Algo que
okay.
pase con Apple ahora.
Okay.
Mm. Anything else?
The seal is produced in India.
Very good. Excellent, Pau. So the silk is produced in India. Yeah, very good. Excellent. Álvaro,
Hablando del compañero que estaba, Apple is produced.
produced.
Produce. Produce in. Ay, ahora se me olvidó.
Where is it produced?
Apple Vision Pro.
Good. Más bien, en este caso, pilas, Andrés, el producto va primero. Entonces, the Apple Vision Pro is
Yeah.
produced, o is, cambiamos el verbo produce, no todo es
Okay.
produce, right?
Apple Vision
So,
Pro is produced and is designed
¿by quién?
by Apple.
By Apple, right? In that case, good, excellent, yes. Puede ser. Apple Vision Pro is designed by Apple, good. Álvaro, ¿tienes el
Ok,
lugar?
teacher, ya, teacher. Entonces sería de Apple 15, de Apple 15, o el de, no, para, de Apple is produce Apple, perdón, iPhone 15 in Portugal.
Ah, well, okay. Apple. iPhone 14. Is that 14?
No, 15, 15,
15?
15,
Oh
yeah.
my God. Okay. Bueno, could be. So the iPhone 15 is produced in Portugal. Could be.
Ajá.
Ready? Pero recuerden que no todo puede ser produce. Tenemos muchos verbos más.
Sí,
Ready?
ya.
Por
No,
example,
solamente me acordé que la oración la estaba armando como en
eso
esa
sí, no,
parte,
yes,
entonces me
exacto.
perdí
No, la
ahí.
relación está perfecta. Pero we can find other different ones. Por ejemplo, where is Apple sold? ¿Dónde es vendido? Where is Apple sold?
Many parts,
In many countries, right?
many
Good. So
countries,
Apple
yeah,
is sold in many
in all
countries,
world,
all around the world. Muy bien.
all
De
world.
pronto no en todo el mundo, because maybe, I don't know, but in many countries. Muy
Sí,
bien. Hannah,
Teacher, I have a question.
yes.
Can I talk about apples as a fruit?
Claro, of
Or
course, también, of course.
okay.
So,
Okay. Apples are grown in China
good.
or USA.
Very
Oh,
good. So, the apples are grown in China and USA. Perfecto, Hannah. That's it. Thanks. Good. Muy bien.
okay.
Edwin, brother.
Ferrari and Maserati are are produced in Italy.
Good. Let's change it. Let's say, for example, design, yes, or are, for example, exported from Italy, right? So, but yeah, excellent. In that case, muy bien, Edwin, he says are, porque son Ferrari and Maserati, so they are two, plural. So Ferrari and Maserati are exported by or from Italy. Ready? Perfecto, Edwin. Muy bien, that's it. Anybody else? ¿Alguien más tenía la manito arriba? Creo que era Paula, no sé, no estaba muy sure. Anybody else? No?
The pounds is, I'm sorry.
Dale, Karen, dale.
Yen is used in Japan.
Again, repeat, please.
Yen is used in Japan.
Very good. The yen, it's the money in Japan, so is used because it's money in Japan. Very good. Excellent. That's it. Paula.
Arhuacos are located in Sierra Nevada de Santa Marta.
Good. Very good. You are referring to the culture. Very good. The Arhuacos are located in Sierra Nevada de Santa Marta. Very good. If you are talking about the language, well, the Arhuaco is spoken in Colombia, no? So we also about the language, no? Perfecto, Paula. Excellent. Andres, you had another example?
The pounds used in England.
Ah, the
Pound.
pounds. Bueno, no está acá, pero yes, of course, the sterling pounds are used in England. Very good. Ujú. Con los que tenemos acá, rupees, soccer. What else can you
Teacher,
tell me? Yes,
soccer is played in Colombia.
very good. Soccer is played. Recuerda que esa E no va a sonar porque no tiene T ni D. So played in
Play
Colombia.
in Colombia.
Bien, very good. And Paula, finally, rupees.
Teacher, yo tengo una para con soccer.
Ah, pregunta.
Soccer was created in England.
Claro que sí. Of course, también es passive voice, pero ¿en qué?
Pasado.
En pasado, pero también es passive voice, of course. Right? Entonces, soccer is played in Colombia, or is played in other words, but soccer was created in England. Muy bien, Paula, excellent. That's it. Álvaro?
Rupias is used in Indian Republic.
Yeah, good. So the rupees are used in Indian Republic. Muy bien, good, very good. Listo. Entonces, guys, the objects, the structure is the same. La estructura es exactamente la misma, right? But the change is going to be found in the verb to be. If it's present, it's because it's something that happens every single day. If it's past, it's because it's something that it's already finished, that it's already part of the past. But I can use both, present or past in passive voice. As an example, we have the next part. Wait a second, let me erase this part. Good. Look here, these ones, you cannot talk about of them like in present or in past. Doesn't matter, right? For example, well, some of them are in past, some of them are in present, but you have the two possibilities, right? For example, the beard. If I want to use it in present, the beard is consumed around the world. Yeah, around the world. Ready? But I can say also, for example, that the beer was invented or was developed. If I am not wrong, it was in Germany, but I am not sure. Maybe I am saying something stupid, but was developed in Germany as an example. No, maybe I am wrong, but yeah, in Germany. Or for example, Bogota is inhabited by millions of people in present every day. But also I can say that Bogota was discovered or was founded by Gonzalo Jiménez de Quesada, no? So you can use the present or you can use the past. It depends on you. Ready? The important thing is that we use the passive voice, past or present, when we don't have a specific subject. When the subject is not completely clear. Ready? Cuando el sujeto no es completamente claro. ¿Listo? Guys, con pasado y con presente. Questions, difficulties, problems about the passive voice, or is it clear?
It's clear.
It's clear. Muy bien. Very good. ¿Alguien? Yurani, Karen, Edwin, Pau, ¿todo bien? No
Aquí
problem?
participar también, ¿cierto, teacher?
Good.
¿En este? No, en este ya acabamos, don't worry. Este será como ejemplo, no more. That's it.
Ah,
Right?
bueno, yo voy a participar. Yo tenía ya varios ejemplos de eso que están ahí.
Es que este ya están easy, ya están para que
Ok,
nomás
ok,
tomen la
ya, ya,
fotito
ya.
y los hagan luego, ¿vale?
Ok, ya voy, ya voy.
Good. Listo, guys. Entonces, guys, of course, you're going to find passive voice in any other tenses. Van a encontrar passive voice en muchos tiempos, en todos los tiempos, de hecho, right? Tengan en cuenta que siempre es la combinación del verb to be con un verbo en past participo. Y lo que tienen que hacer es simplemente conjugar el verb to be. Por el momento nos enfocamos solo present simple y simple past, pero más adelante en otras clases, en otros niveles, vamos a ver las otras formas del passive voice. ¿Ready? Entonces, por el momento solamente simple past and simple present, pero los demás los vamos a ver luego, después. ¿Listo, guys? Questions? Difficulties? All fine? ¿Todo bien? All good?
Perfect, teacher.
Perfect. Very, very good. Bueno, guys, checkpoint, no? This week is the week number 8, and we have the checkpoint pending on the week number 8. 2 activities. Activity number 1. Bueno, I don't know which one is what number 1 and which is number 2, but one is written. The other one is oral. The written activity, it's going to be the rules for a bar, las reglas para un bar. But it's the rule and also the justification. Justification. O sea, why. Las reglas las pueden incluir o deberían incluirlas con gerundios. ¿Recuerdan los gerundios que vimos la semana pasada? Los pueden incluir acá. Entonces, por ejemplo, smoking inside is prohibited. Yes. ¿Por qué? Because it is dangerous for health. Recuerden que también vimos las expresiones so and because. Entonces, sería bueno que las incluyeran en la justificación. Another example. No sé. Drinking is dangerous. Bueno, it could be dangerous. So, weapons are prohibited. Weapons are prohibited. And also, you are using the passive voice. Weapons are prohibited. Smoking is prohibited. ID is required. Because, Esa es la parte escrita, ¿listo? Del checkpoint de la semana 8, ¿vale? No tiene que ser muy largo, recuerden que no tiene que ser nunca muy largo, sino que incluya, pues, los temas que hemos visto. Y then we have the oral part. That's going to be a podcast.
Teacher,
Pregunta.
what do you see? Varios.
Several?
Several. Is a several sentence.
Yeah, several rules, of course.
Okay,
Different rules.
yeah.
Not too many, no muchísimas, pero sí varios, right? 3 or 4 maybe. ¿Listo?
Okay, teacher. Thank
And the oral part, it's going to be a podcast in which you talk about the environmental problems. Environmental problems. What is the meaning of environmental?
Problema ambiental.
Problemas ambientales. Como son problemas que son causados o son generados, no tienen una persona específica, pues ustedes verán con qué lo usan, pero pilas, no tienen una persona específica. Entonces, maybe it's going to be used the passive voice, ¿no? For example, like, okay, the fossil fuels, what is the meaning of fossil fuels?
Combustibles fósiles.
Fósiles, sí.
Are used in cars, motorcycles, and and they, let's say the air is polluted by the fossil fuels or by the cars o using, of course, como no hay un sujeto específico, using the passive voice. ¿Listo? También pueden incluir los gerunds. Por ejemplo, people prefer riding bikes than taking Transmilenio, ¿cierto? Usando los gerundios, ¿ready? Entonces, peguen una repasadita a cómo se usan esos gerundios, que lo vimos en la semana 7, y seguramente les va a salir una muy buena idea para poderla incluir en las actividades. No es que toda la actividad tenga que ser con esos temas, pero sí es bueno que los incluyan porque pues ustedes saben que uno de los criterios de evaluación es que usen los temas de la semana, ¿vale? Entonces, para que sepan más o menos lo que tienen que incluir. ¿Listo? Pregunta, duda, question, anything?
No, teacher. Thank you.
¿Todo bien? Hannah, ¿más claro cómo hay que hacer el checkpoint?
Pues, I can do it.
Yeah, you can do it. Don't get nervous. Don't feel it's not that complicated. Don't worry about it. You just do it as you feel and it will be fine, okay? No worries. Bueno, my dear people, entonces, for the moment, that will be all. The next class, we have also 2 classes. I think so. I am not so sure, but I think so. Creo que sí. I'm not so sure. Let me just check it out. Okay. So I think that the next week we have 2 classes, 9.1 and 9.2. So, yes, that
Yes.
is that all right, Andres? Yes. Bueno, good. Anyway, so guys, nos vemos otra semana. See you next time in the classes. I think that there are gonna be 2 different classes, but I'm not so sure.
To class.
Yes, exactly. So Monday and Thursday. I'm so sorry for the people who cannot do it on Thursday, but that's the only day that I had the opportunity. Maybe I can change it. I will try to change it to the Thursday, to the Wednesday, but I'm not so sure. So it's gonna be either Wednesday or Thursday at 8 p.m. as usual, always 8 p.m. And that's it. So guys, see you in the next class. Have a wonderful weekend. And if you need anything, just let me know. Text me, okay?
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Goodbye. See you later.
Thank you,
Bye,
bye.
dear. See you
Goodbye.
later.
Bye,
Bye-bye.
thank
Goodbye.
Bye.
Ciao. Goodbye. See you
See you
later.
next week, teacher.
See you next week, my friend. Okay.
Bueno, bye. Thank
Bye.
you. Hello. Bye, class.
Dime, Hannah, cuéntame. Tell me.
Teacher, una pregunta.
Ajá.
Es que no puse cuidado